Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives? Hello and welcome to another episode of So Are the Days of Our Lives? I'm your host, Olivia Willis, and today we have, is this three-peat or is this just three individual episodes? You've already done your third episode was the combo episode with Grant Sorensen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I guess it's four.
So this is, you've already three-peated. This is the four-peat. How does it feel, Meredith Casey?
I'm standing strong in my solidarity with myself that I am better than Grant Sorensen.
I thought you guys quashed the beef. He's gonna literally
never.
Grant Sorensen is gonna listen to this and be so devastated to be dragged right out the gate.
Yeah. I
love you, Grant. You'll be back on the pod soon, I promise.
His theatrical initiatives, they're nothing to me.
Because I four-peated on Days of Our Lives, on So Are the Days of Our Lives first. Anyway, it's the end of the year. It's December 2025 to place us in time and space. Mm-hmm. And I have end of the year-itis of like, wait, I don't have to do anything except walk around and look at holiday lights. And then I was like, no, you have a podcast you're running, Olivia. And so who do I call when I'm in a pinch? And I say, I need you to record an episode of this podcast with me immediately. Meredith Casey, you're my girl. Today, we are recapping an episode from season 60. It is episode 137, which aired Tuesday, March 4th, 2025. I'm just barely tiptoeing into 2025, and 2026 will be here before we know it.
I can't wait.
Do we have anything we need to talk about up top?
Like first impressions of the episode?
Let's go quick first impressions of the episode. What do you feel?
My initial, my overall understanding of the episode, and all applause to you for choosing it, because this is an excellent excellent episode. But I feel like we cover a lot of ground.
Cover a lot of ground, smash cuts galore.
We are never in anything for more than 2 minutes.
No, we have so far to go. We must always be moving.
We must never sleep. Those are my initial thoughts.
This episode really has it all. There's business drama, there's personal drama, there's psychological drama. We cover all the bases.
Yes, we do. I'm excited.
I can't wait. Are we ready to dive in?
I can't wait.
Okay. As I said, season 60, episode 137. This episode opens with Marlena in her office, gazing at a framed photo of her husband, John, wishing he'd come home soon. He has been... Meredith's hand is raised, yes.
Can I just say, they open the episode with a zoom out of Salem.
Oh, with these fucking crazy AI generated B-roll city,
which makes it look like a huge city.
Makes it look so. Yes. They've started using. They'll do skyscrapers, and then it's the Salem PD. And I'm like, wait, I thought this was a sleepy suburb of Chicago. This city seems bigger than Chicago.
Massive. Yeah. And it also makes the hospital look like the Mayo Clinic.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Truly. The hospital, which we find out is bankrupt and about to shutter its doors.
Yes, we're worried for this hospital.
We're worried for Salem University Hospital.
Anyways, please continue.
So I thought your question was going to be, where's John?
Oh, that is obviously the question.
But does it get answered later and we don't need to get into it right now?
It doesn't get answered later.
Well, John is famously a freelance agent for the ISA.
I actually did remember that.
Right. So he got sent out on a mission at his ripe old age of mid to late 70s. They said, you're the only man who can do this job. But the sad thing is that I do think he had died at this point. The actor who played him. Yeah. Sorry to start the episode at this place, but I think by the time they were filming this, he had passed, or he was so sick that he couldn't film anymore.
Wait, so the writers were writing him out?
Yes.
Oh, they're in the process of writing him
They are in
out
the
of the
process of writing him
show.
out. I know. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that's so
It's
sad.
so sad.
Oh
I
my
know.
God. And he'd been with Marlena.
The whole time.
Wow,
The
that's
whole
really
time.
sad.
I know. I know. It is a bummer. It's such a
You're
bummer.
being like, who did he get fucking kidnapped by?
No, no, yeah. So they basically did this whole thing where it was like he's gone deep undercover and the ISA doesn't even know where like his whereabouts. So
Wow, that's really sad.
yeah,
And
so
I
that's the context.
I hope for healing for his family.
I know. Now let's dive back into the recap. Sorry, everyone. Wow. Okay. So Marlena is gazing wistfully at this framed picture of John, wishing he'd come home soon. She's
Mm.
pulled out of her thoughts when Kat, Annalyn McCord, who is now Marlena's assistant,
Mhm.
they all both clearly got the memo that it was Stripes Day.
I was in my notes, in my notes. How you know these girls are dressing themselves.
Theme days. Kat comes in to tell Marlena her next appointment was canceled. We do this long exchange about how it's rare for Roz to cancel so last minute, but it was just a childcare issue. I feel it's important to point out we don't know Roz.
Well, I was also going to say that never got completed.
No,
because I was like, Roz canceling must be a really big deal. We're talking a lot about it.
Marlena was so concerned about Roz Bailey, and she was like, please be sure to set up a new appointment with her next week. I was like, Roz is in dire straits.
Is in a mental crisis.
Yeah, Roz
is in a mental health crisis at the moment. And she has kids.
And who knows if she has, a partner who's helping her or if she's on her own.
Somebody needs to go check on Roz.
I need a spinoff with Roz. But so everything's fine with Roz, but Marlena now has the hour free. And as Kat's going to leave, Marlena stops Kat and asks how things went with Chad. And Kat turns and looks like she wants to kill Marlena. But I think this is her attempt at a neutral expression.
I do need to point this out. If anyone is watching the episode, Kat asked, "Can I get you anything for lunch?"
Oh, yes.
Marlena looks at the photo of her missing husband as if she wants to eat him.
She said,
for
I
lunch.
know. She said, I know what I'd rather have for lunch.
And
a little
I was like,
afternoon delight.
Marlena, you little slore.
Yeah, they're scamps, those two.
And then she goes, no, I'm okay.
My memories will keep me satisfied. And speaking of sex in the afternoon, how did things go with Chad? ... Speaking of Chad, we moved to the Salem Spectator office, which is absolutely just a repurposed bedroom set that's been filled with like half cubicles. I love their resourcefulness.
Mm-hmm. It's sustainability, honestly.
It is. It's sustainability in the entertainment industry in the age of AI.
A green moment.
So Chad DiMera is on the phone tearing someone a new asshole about how Basic Black is going to have to pay for a full page advertorial on their new collection. Basic Black is a fashion line.
Yeah.
And what's an advertorial? Journalists sound off in the comments.
Actually, though, is that a real thing or advertorial?
Editorial and ad. So maybe it's like a planted story about how great Basic Black is.
Oh, those are a thing.
Yeah.
Those happen in like People magazine.
But Chad, apparently someone at Basic Black thinks they're getting a full page advertorial for free. And Chad said, not on my watch. Also, Chad is rocking like a new scruff and like salt and pepper vibe in his hair. I think he's moving away from Grease is the word. I like this new era for him.
We should all be moving away from Grease.
We should all move away from Grease being the word. So Leo Stark comes in, my guy. Leo wants to express his thanks again that Chad hired him back at The Spectator, this time as a full-blown journalist instead of his gossip column, Lady Whistleblower. But Chad can tell Leo is just here trying to butter him up, so he's like, spit it out. Turns out Leo is working on a great new story. but it might hit a little close to home. Cliffhanger.
Leo's pants.
Leo's pants. Oh, wait, remind me what they are, because I remember it being the bluest sweater I've ever seen.
Oh, a cerulean. Actually, I don't think it's cerulean because Miranda Priestley would kill me. It is a royal
cobalt.
Yes.
And then they're like black and white diamonds. I have a picture.
It's like black, white, yellow, red. Diamond bell bottom.
Yes.
Like suck to your thighs pants.
Yeah. He is fashion.
He is the moment.
Yeah. I love him. God love him. Now at the Brady pub, in what I think is a perfect scene, a shockingly tan Alex Kyriakis comes in. He has gotten some sun or has discovered spray tan. Alex runs into Joy rocking overalls alone at a table. It's awkward. Alex asks how Joy's been since ... And she just replies, since you dumped me to be back with Stephanie. End of scene.
I gotta say, I thought my note for the scene is, why is this overalled child dating this tan man?
Who was it? I think it was maybe Katie Kleiger had a Joy heavy episode, and Katie was like, why is this 14-year-old involved with this adult man? No, she's an adult woman. She's a woman in her mid-20s who I think they just dress like Gen Z realness.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, all I'm saying is she's not, the overalls aren't doing her any favors here.
So strange. And also they like sort of back them up with very strange, like donk, 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 like twingy music that I'm like,
it's the pub's background music is always like country bumpkins for some reason, even though it's not like it's not a Cracker Barrel, like it's not a Southern food restaurant. We're in the Midwest.
It was just like, 14-year-old in a black shirt and overalls dating a 45-year-old tan man.
If you told me he was simultaneously filming a season of Dancing with the Stars, I would believe you based on how spray tanned he looks. But maybe he's just getting his vitamin D.
I just took it this morning.
Oh, good job. In this perfect 2-line exchange, we get all the exposition we needed of they were together. It ended badly. Now he's with Stephanie and she's
Oscar.
Pissed. Perfect.
Oscar
for television. Oscar for writing for television.
Yes.
Now, in a very slow, quiet, awkward entrance, Stephanie arrives at the hospital and goes up to the desk. Like it's like 15 seconds of her quiet, just being like, hey, everybody, how's it going? It's so awkward.
They love to do a long exit, a long entrance.
Yes. So Stephanie meets Dr. Sarah at the nurse's station. Stephanie's stopping by. She's using her PR skills to raise awareness about the hospital's financial situation. Crisis is more like it. So she's here to drop off a presentation deck for her mom to look at. Now, Meredith, I know neither of us are corporate queens, but even I know that a presentation deck is a PowerPoint presentation that exists on a computer.
Yes, I know that as well.
So what do you think she means by dropping off a deck for her mom to look at? Because this has kept me up at night.
We're either going full Mr. Robot and we're giving them a CD.
Like a flash drive.
Yeah. Or like an actual CD with writing on it. Being like, Mom, put this in your CD-ROM.
A floppy disk.
Oh, absolutely. Or we're going full, like I made a book report.
Like printed out a PowerPoint presentation.
On like a 3-fold thing that you did for science fair.
I understand it's like the episode of television needs to happen. Like people, like
There were just other reasons she could have been there.
that's what I'm saying. Be
Yeah.
like, I'm taking my mom out to lunch. I am
There
getting
it
blood
is.
work done. Like anything.
But also, like, why does mom need to look at the specific deck as
No idea. No idea. Because we're gonna get to
presentation
it's
deck?
gonna come back later. But
I heard
yeah,
it later.
dropping off a presentation deck has absolutely stuck with me. I cannot let it go. And if I get the opportunity to speak to anyone on the writing staff of Days of Our Lives, it is on my list of questions to be
It
like
could have been
in
2
season
a.m.
60, episode 137.
They're like, we don't remember the
What
last
did you
episode we
need?
wrote. They're like, we black out once a week and
Literally.
write these episodes.
I bet.
It's
Oh my
SNL,
God.
but for drama.
But 5 times a week. Okay, so that's why Stephanie's at the hospital. Sarah is just shocked that the hospital could possibly be shutting down and all these people being put out of work, even though Sarah's rich co-CEO husband, Xander, has assured her he would take care of her if the hospital shut down. But Sarah's having none of that. And frankly, I cannot relate. As a feminist, I understand wanting to have a career. As someone who doesn't love to work, yeah, I could be floated for a couple years.
Yeah, why not? That's also feminist.
That's also feminism.
Yes, that's prioritizing rest and relaxation.
That's putting women's needs first.
Exactly. Thank you. Snaps all around.
Thank you. So at the mention of co-CEO, Stephanie's eyes get very big and she asks Sarah how things with Xander and Philip have been going since Sarah decided not to tell Xander that Victor's letter to Philip was a forgery.
Ooh.
This was a lot of information.
It is.
Yes. So Victor Kyriakis is the deceased patriarch of the Kyriakis family.
Yes, he died like in a car accident in Greece.
He died in a plane crash over the
There we go.
Mediterranean.
There it is.
Yeah. He left a will leaving his entire estate to his secret son. No one knew he had this son. It was someone in the family. There was all this drama about like, there was this guy, Constantine, who like tricked everyone into thinking Alex was actually the secret son, but because they switched the names on the will.
The last episode I did, Alex was sitting in the desk.
Yes.
And he was distraught by his nameplate done in Comic Sans.
Yes. So that was all a lie. That was a ruse.
Here we are.
So Xander was actually the secret son of Victor Kyriakis. And you know how they found that out? Because both of their names are Alexander. One of them goes by Alex. One of them goes by Xander. And so the will said Alexander. And they were just like, psych, we'll make people think it was Alex. Crazy.
Oh, whoa.
Twist.
Okay.
Twist. So everyone get more unique names. So basically, Philip is also Victor's son, but Philip had faked his own death and been living in a mental institution in Europe? Question mark?
Sure. So
as one does. He got out, came back to Salem, and had this letter that was like, this was a letter my father sent to me stating that he intended for me to inherit all of Titan Industries, but he didn't get around to changing his will before he died. Like the timing was bad.
Oh.
So basically he and Xander decided, well, clearly, you know, we're getting mixed signals. Let's be co-CEOs. Even though we have been enemies up to this point, we will now be friends and brothers for the good of the company.
Right.
That letter that Philip brought to town is fake, is a forgery, is a lie. So Philip is just conning everyone into thinking Victor wanted him to run the company.
But the wives know?
Stephanie.
Girlfriends?
Yes, Stephanie was dating Philip at the time. And I don't remember why or how Stephanie found out, but she found out. And she was like, you know what? I'm not even going to expose you. I'm just breaking up with you.
As you do.
And Stephanie told Sarah, and Sarah has decided, as we will get into, she didn't want to tell Xander and she doesn't want it to come out.
Got it.
So that's the stuff with the letter. Speaking of the letter, next scene, Philip arrives at the Kyriakis mansion. He comes in bearing great news, bro. These two are out of fucking control this episode.
Also, he's so American. He's so British. I'm like, we didn't need to go this hard.
I know. This is giving dichotomy.
Yeah, it was like, we get it, guys. Thank you so much.
Juxtaposition. Yeah. So Philip's jazzed because they have the cash reserves for a major acquisition. They want to do a hostile takeover of Demera Enterprises and become a conglomerate. It's very much giving Netflix buying Warner Brothers Discovery.
Oh, art reflecting life.
Not to take it there. So he finds Xander at the Kyriakis mansion. He's reading over the aforementioned letter. He says their big plan to take over Demera Enterprises might not matter if they can't get answers to why Victor's letter named Philip as his heir. Classic. We go into, like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives.
This all happened before the hourglass.
Oh yeah, this all happened within 4 minutes.
Insane.
So back at the hospital, Sarah's worried that Stephanie isn't comfortable keeping this secret about the forgery anymore. But Stephanie assures her that now that she and Philip are broken up, it's not her problem. And honestly, respect. But no matter how pissed she is at Philip, she knows it would cause too much damage for the truth to come out. To say nothing of Sarah's marriage. That is a direct quote from the episode. I do love to say nothing of.
You do love
as a turn of phrase.
Wordy.
I just think they're so special.
That's like a very you thing to like.
Yeah.
You love an overly wordy phrase.
I'm a lover of language. What can I say?
I won a Shakespeare competition. I was
Come
18.
So Stephanie's like, I mean, what would Xander say if he found out his wife knew he was conned out of half his birthright? And I'm like, okay, first of all, burn. That is very like, Sarah, how do you sleep at night? And I just have to point out as a sidebar, the hospital background actors are doing so much in the background of this scene. I got so distracted.
No, they get like truly the best, worst.
I love them so much, but I like
somebody is coding in the room next door.
The whole time they were talking about the letter, I was literally just watching them, and they were like going over files so intently. I was like, "Tell me about what's going on back there."
It's like an episode of House behind the episode of Days of Our Lives.
Exactly. So back with Xander and Philip. Xander's still poring over the letter, trying to piece together why Victor would have said he wanted Philip to run the company, but never changed his will. Philip's confused because he thought he and Xander had moved past this. And Xander assures him he's not asking for himself. He's just trying to get ahead of any regulatory hurdles that could come up with the purchase of Demera Enterprises. Obviously.
Regulatory hurdles needs to be a BFA warm-up. Regulatory hurdles.
It's so regulatory hurdles.
And they say it like 5 times.
That's the thing that we as non-businessy people don't know, that like businessy people are like always trying to get ahead of regulatory hurdles.
But the other thing is, I'm like, say red tape, say something cute, say something coy.
Regulatory hurdles. And that's on being a lover of language.
The most syllables I've ever heard.
Philip thinks Xander's being hasty. You know, we don't have to think about regulatory hurdles yet. But Xander has a surprise guest who's coming over today, who he thinks will be a key part in taking everything the Demeras hold dear, which I think is kind of a lot. Well, that implies that like we're going in and we're like the Grinch style taking away their home and like putting stuff in sacks.
We're taking every ornament off their Christmas tree.
Exactly. That was the image that came to mind for me. So we have this surprise guest coming. Philip then, oh my God, speaking of Grinch, I can't believe I brought that up right before this. sorry. In my next note, I wrote Philip looks like a Who from Whoville in this next moment because he literally, it is a 3-part expression that could be studied in classrooms across the nation. Philip lifts his chin, then lifts his eyebrows, then pulls his lips into a frown.
Wait, you know how they say like your model face is if you smile?
Yes, and then drop your eyebrows.
Drop your eyebrows and drop your smile. Like that's that.
That is literally what he was doing. I wish I was good enough at like video editing that I could make a video of it that's like bing, boom, bing, like the 3 points of it. It's so funny to me.
And honestly, that's on mastery.
Yes.
That's on mastery of your facial.
That's talent.
Your facial range, your facial vocabulary.
His body is his instrument.
And that's on that.
And he knows how to play it. Now, Chad is reading Leo's article, which is titled Children of the Phoenix, The Fall of House DiMera. I'm obsessed.
Excellent. No notes.
No notes. The Phoenix was Stefano DiMera's nickname when he was alive. I
just thought it went like rising from the ashes.
That's why he was called the Phoenix. But the Phoenix refers to Stefano DiMera. And so the fall of House DiMera refers to how everything in DiMera is turning to shit. And Chad is rightfully pissed. Leo adds he almost went with the title Demigods, Dalliances, and DiMeras, but the alliteration failed to convey the proper gravitas. Gravitas. Yes. Basically, it's a hit piece on Chad's family, but Leo reframes it as an in-depth expose that's very timely. After all, Chad's siblings EJ and Kristen, former DA and CEO of DiMera Enterprises respectfully.
You think I don't remember?
Yes. EJ and Kristen are both implicated in the recent kidnapping of Ava Vitale. Plus, Kristen's daughter Rachel recently disappeared, and Kristen's kooky mother was hiding out in that gothic mansion. This is a woman I still, to this day, I know it's been proven she's not a ghost and she's actually alive. To me, she is a ghost.
She's never been seen.
And she always will be.
Watched.
Yeah. Yeah. Leo is adamant that if Chad prints this, it will be optioned by Dateline for a full episode, plus a companion podcast. He could promote this on Maddow.
Not Maddow.
Maddow.
Love that she exists in this universe.
It's NBC Universal, baby.
Oh.
This is vertical integration. This is literally anytime something like this happens, I think about 30 Rock and them having to talk about microwaves on the girly show.
That is so funny. That is so funny. I did not put those pieces together.
The only thing that doesn't fit is when they talk about Drag Race. Like Drag Race is not NBCU. I know. It's crazy.
But it's because they're like, we're allies now.
Yeah, I think so. Right? Yeah. Leo is like going off, really trying to convince Chad. And all of a sudden, Chad is just like, yep, I'll publish the story and I'll put it on the front page. Wow. And Leo is, understandably, speechless. Meanwhile, Kat's sitting with Marlena, spilling what I call the frigid tea. Like the last we heard from them was, what happened with Chad?
Uh-huh.
The thing with her and Chad was that they started planning a fundraiser for the hospital and they got on the same page that they wanted something fun and family oriented over a big fancy gala. And they're going to have another brainstorming session this afternoon. Like there's there's nothing. However, you know, there was this thing where like Kat blurted out to Chad that she had feelings for him.
Yeah.
But like, whatever. It's all clearly they're eventually going to get together, but we're not there yet.
The foreshadowing is excellent, though. Again,
perfect.
Cheers to the writer's room.
Perfect. Marlena doesn't want Kat to feel awkward working so closely with Chad after Kat told Chad she had feelings for him. Even though in the last episode, Marlena like fully mother henned them together. Like the three of them were talking and Marlena was like, why don't I just leave you two to talk about this? And she's like leaving, like winking at Kat.
Marlena.
And now she's like, I don't want you to feel awkward. And I'm like, you are a hypocrite. And then in my favorite moment of all of television, always, Kat insists she's so over Chad and she told him that, so everything's good. And Marlena just smiles and goes, oh, okay. So were you lying to him or to yourself?
Olivia.
He plays it so funny.
Olivia.
Oh, okay, great. So were you lying to him or to yourself? End of scene. Emmy. Oscar.
Won a line reading Emmy.
EGOT.
Immediate EGOT. Because the Grammy would just be that line with a dubstep beat behind it.
Absolutely.
Rock would come right after, or to yourself.
Yeah, mash up with Party on You by Charlie XCX.
It was truly one of the most, not only most iconic piece of writing, but it was the most iconic delivery because it didn't lean in, it didn't lean out.
Yeah.
It sat.
It was perfectly
perfect
attuned.
Cutting, I would say. Cutting. Serrated, as
Bo and Yang would say.
To say.
Absolutely. So yeah, I think literally that moment happened and I was like, I'm recapping this episode.
But then so much happened. Like,
but then yeah.
It only goes up from here.
So good. Okay, so back at the Salem Spectator office, Leo is still reeling from the news that Chad's going to publish his story, but Chad reminds him that now that he's a journalist, Leo has to adhere to the standards of the paper.
Oh my God, thank you. I wrote that down.
Adhere.
What are we doing?
He's an ad man. He's talking advertorials. He's talking adhere. Leo's like, yes, totally. Now define journalistic standards for me. And Chad's like, fact checking, triple sourcing. EJ is extremely litigious, so Chad wants this ironclad.
What is triple sourcing? It sounds real, but I think it's fake.
Oh, I assumed it was like a metaphor for vetting sources. Like triple checking.
That sounds real.
Or triple sourcing. I don't know. Once again, okay, this is my second call out. Journalists, please sound off in the comments.
Get in the comments.
Yeah. Chad has one more condition. Rachel Black stays out of the story. She's a minor. We're not going there. Leo agrees. They shake on it. But Chad adds don't make me regret it. Serrated.
So I'm telling you, these smash cuts are finished with a serrated edge.
Oh my God. I just got chills the way you said that.
I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
I'm taking notes from their books.
Incredible. Back at the mansion, Xander is explaining to Philip. I wrote slowly. Once again, we're tiptoeing through this action. Xander explains he's been thinking about a conversation he and Philip had about who they could possibly turn from the DiMera Enterprises board to swing a vote to sell in their favor. But Philip's confused because at the end of that conversation, they decided none of the DiMeras would ever agree to sell. So the only other person on the DiMera board would be, and then there's a very long pause and a voice goes, me. And we turn to see the elderly man standing in the door, Mr. Shin. This is a character we've seen before.
Oh, it is.
Yes. He is like he was like a business associate of Stefano DiMera's, I guess.
Got it.
He's on the board with DiMera. His son was like involved with the DiMera stuff, but like he lives in Hong Kong. It's a whole thing.
To say that I knew that reveal was supposed to mean something and for it to mean nothing to me.
Less than like, nothing.
Oh.
My favorite is just the implication that like how long of the pause there was.
Yeah, he was comfortable. He was standing comfortably. It wasn't like he was entering the room.
No, it breaks the like sound, like the barrier of sound, time, and space. That's just like, how did he hear the sentence that they were saying? Like, where was he overhearing from?
Because if it was right there, they must have seen him.
Right. So why did it take so long for him to start talking? I just can't. I can't lose sleep over this. I'm still racking my brain over the presentation deck, and I just have to move on.
I can't do the presentation deck and Mr. Shin.
And how did Mr. Shin?
I gotta prioritize.
Yeah, you're so nights. You're so right. Back at the hospital, Sarah and Stephanie do their obligatory top of scene position change. They
Of
shift
course.
from the
Now they're
nurse's
sitting in the
station
waiting
to
room.
sit in the waiting area.
Right.
Sarah explains that even though she hates lying to Xander, her husband is the personification of corrupt power, corrupts absolutely. Could you, in good faith, say that? Like, believe that about someone and be married to them?
That's in my wedding vows.
And I love you because you are the personification of
corrupt power.
Corrupt, absolutely. And I love that about you.
I'm marrying the Green Goblin from Spider-Man. I don't know.
It's like, but I'm putting barriers in place to curb your unchecked power. So Sarah explains, Philip also shares that ruthlessness. So by having the arrangement where they share power, they inevitably keep one another in check. So it's giving Congress, judicial, legislative, executive branch in an ideal America.
It's giving the three branches and checks and balances.
Yeah, thank you.
Judicial, executive, and
AP government.
Congressional.
Legislative.
There we go.
So ultimately, Sarah and Stephanie decide that keeping this secret is for the greater good, and they shake on it literally.
Forever. For 100 years, they shake on this thing, and they shake with their heads because they shake, and then they keep
shake and nod.
The rhythm of their hands. It was so upsetting to me. I wrote horrible long handshake in all caps.
That was very silly.
I hate it.
Yeah. We're back at the pub. The last time we were there, we just got when you dump me to go be back with Stephanie.
Yeah.
So now Alex has gotten his to-go bag of food from the bar. He returns to Joy's table because I guess he just walked away after she dissed him for dumping her.
Yeah.
He apologizes for how he handled their situation and for acting like a total jackass. She assures him she'll get over it. He notices she hasn't touched her food, and she explains she just hasn't had an appetite. Immediately red flag.
Pregnant.
Immediately I go, she's pregnant.
I wrote pregnant immediately.
Yeah, she is pregnant. She explains it's probably just because she's stressed because, she got recast on Body and Soul. She was going to move with the show to LA, but she kept them waiting too long. And I want to be like, girl, why did you ever keep them waiting in the first place? Say yes.
Say yes.
Say yes and drop out later.
Salem, Massachusetts.
I know.
I'm sorry. It's not. It's Chicago. It's
Salem,
Illinois.
It's Salem, Illinois.
Yes.
It's Salem, Chicago. Alex is trying to remain positive, wants her to remain positive.
Yeah.
He assures her there will be other roles for her. And she very realistically is like, in Salem, no, there won't be. And I'm like, honestly, thank you.
Keep your expectations in check, Joy.
Yes. She doesn't want to keep Alex. She knows he needs to get back to Stephanie. And he's like, how did you know I was going to meet Stephanie? And she's like, I saw them put 2 sets of utensils in your bag.
Crazy.
Psychosis.
Crazy.
That was
I've gotten
crazy.
4 sets of utensils in my bag for a thing of soup I ordered whilst sick. So that means nothing.
If you're jumping to that conclusion of he is going to have lunch with Stephanie because of 2 sets of utensils going into the bag, what other kinds of inane conclusions are you jumping to?
Well, I'm just saying, not ready to be a mother.
And it needed to be said. So she happens to be right. Alex is going to meet Stephanie. He leaves with a dramatic backwards glance. And Joy is talking aloud to herself at her table and decides she should probably make herself eat because she's so broke she can't be wasting
Can't afford food.
And she pops a fry in her mouth and immediately is like, oh God, and runs out of the restaurant to go barf. Back at the Kyriakis mansion, Mr. Shin is enjoying a vintage pu'er tea prepared specifically by the Kyriakis' invisible butler, Henderson. Shin thanks the brothers for flying him in from Hong Kong on the Titan jet and for the car service from the family's airfield. I'm just like, iconic. Also, this could have been on Zoom.
Yeah, this is so not necessary. This meeting, in the way it like culminates, I'm like, this could have been a phone call.
Yes, well, they do this thing that's like, it was important for us to do this in person. It's but like he had to fly from Hong Kong.
And as a human who's been on a PJ once or twice in her life,
Okay,
that
for
PJ
work.
that PJ had to refuel. That they're not big
He's
enough.
not flying direct from Hong Kong to
Like,
Salem
That's like 22 hours.
for a 4-minute meeting.
Yeah.
It's so insane. It is unhinged. So, yeah, Shin is like, wants to hear why they want to have an audience with him. Xander explains that he and Philip have a proposition. And then I wrote, Xander stands as still and as silent as a statue. He's just like, we have a proposition. Freeze.
Xander, you don't have to say the word freeze. That was in
Sorry.
italics.
Inside
Yeah.
voice. So now Alex brings the food over to Stephanie's apartment. We're back with Alex. And I get really excited about food, but I do not get as excited as they got about food. There was a lot of kissing. There was a lot of
excitement.
I've been craving burgers. Da 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 da.
Also, it's like the one restaurant in town. Like, you've had it before.
I know. So Alex confesses that he ran into Joy while he was there, and Stephanie's surprised Joy didn't dump the chowder on his head. So we're eating burgers and chowder.
And a classic mix.
I just can't.
You dip the burger in the chowder.
Yeah, it's like a jus. So Alex explains that he apologized to Joy and Joy wished them well. So, it seems like everyone is ready to move forward and they're so happy. They do what I like to call the Nala and Simba, where they just like rub their noses together before they kiss. I like that. Now, back at the hospital, Joy just walks up to Sarah in the waiting room. Like, don't you have to check in somewhere? Like, what?
Yeah, this hospital is free. Every hospital I've ever been to, I've had to show my ID like 4 times.
Right. But you just like have to find someone and go up to them. So Joy goes up to Sarah. She starts explaining that she's nauseous. She wants to make sure it's not a side effect from when she got poisoned.
She also goes, morning sickness? And I'm like, you were at a bar in the morning with a sandwich? What do you mean morning sickness?
Oh, yeah, it is lunchtime.
What are you talking about?
I didn't even think about that.
Are you dumb?
I did not even think about that. It's famously lunchtime. Alex and Stephanie are eating chowder and burgers, and you're like,
and she
morning
goes
sickness?
to this doctor and is like, I have morning sickness. I'm like, girl, it's 3 p.m.
But
what
my
are you
favorite-
talking about?
Yeah, my favorite is that Sarah's like, well, I don't think it's a side effect from being poisoned, but let's check you out just in case there's a stomach flu going around. And Joy's like, could it be morning sickness? And Sarah's just like, oh my God. Like,
wow.
maybe, I don't know your life, girl.
Me every second from age 16 to 25.
Oh my God, could it be morning sickness?
Was it morning sickness?
Back to Marlena reading Cat for filth over her denial about Chad and her feelings for him. Marlena explains, she goes, I'm only asking about your feelings for Chad as a colleague. And I'm like, no, you're not.
Girl,
Marlena.
she's your assistant.
That's not a colleague question.
It's inappropriate. HR should be involved.
Yeah. So Kat's like, oh, yeah, I don't know why I thought I could pull one over on a world-renowned psychologist. Yeah, great. So Kat admits that she does have feelings for Chad still, but nothing can ever come of it. So it's best that he thinks she's moved on so they can just work on this damn fundraiser. Marlena gets a call from Shane. She's asking if he has any updates about John's whereabouts. Shane runs the ISA. And Kat, it's like the phone rings and Marlena's like, I have to take this. And Kat's like, oh, of course, yes. And she takes so long to collect her iPad, like her tablet.
And then we follow her to the door for some reason.
And she's like creeping to the door.
Yeah.
And then she overhears the call.
She's just fully in the room.
Yeah. She stops to listen.
She's 5 feet away.
She hears the call is like taking a turn. Marlena's getting frustrated. And then as Marlena hangs up, Kat hurries back to ask if everything's okay.
But she goes, didn't mean to eavesdrop. I'm like, girl, you
Thank
hadn't
you.
left the
Yeah,
room yet.
I didn't mean to eavesdrop. I just refused to leave the room when you took a personal phone call. So she asks if everything is okay. And Marlena goes, it's not okay. My husband is missing. Perfect.
No notes.
So now at the Salem Spectator, Leo comes out from behind one of the cubicle walls to announce he's sent his story off to legal. Everything should be cleared. I'm like, where did you have to go back there to do that anyway? This is just for movement in the scene. Chad needs to prep for his meeting with Kat, and Leo is aghast. He goes, why would you be taking a meeting with the woman who pretended to be your dead wife?
Right.
And Chad just stares. Classic.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Kat is reeling at the news that John is missing in action.
Mhm.
And Marlena explains that, John does undercover work, but he's been radio silent for a long time. And even when she got special permission to contact him, his handler couldn't get a hold of him. So John's either gone rogue, as he is wont to do, or something terrible has happened. Yes. And Kat makes a very pained expression to exhibit empathy and understanding.
Empathy, pain for her.
Empathy queen. Yes.
An empath.
Kat
is the empath amongst us.
Kat Green is the empath of Salem, and I have been saying that from day one.
And I've always said that.
Now at the hospital, back with Sarah. Yeah, Sarah's basically like, you tell me if it could be morning sickness. I can't diagnose you on site.
Wow, we heard some really good details about her cycle.
Yeah, she's like, my period's late, but that's
not abnormal.
That's not abnormal for me. I'm an irregular girly.
It's like, just make her regular, writers. Why did we have to do
Meredith, this is representation for the irregular period girls.
My PCOS girls, where are you?
Come on, stand up, sound off. Joy also confirms that the last time she was sexually active was about a month ago with Alex Kyriakis. So Sarah, I think, correctly decides it's time to move out of this public lobby and go get Joy a pregnancy test.
Yeah.
Back at Stephanie's apartment, Stephanie hands Alex a glass of sweet tea.
Oh my God. I have written in my notes, is it Coke or is it sweet tea?
I thought it was a beer for a second, and then I saw there was ice in it.
Yeah.
And now I think it must be iced tea, but I'm like, who drinks regular iced tea? It better be sweet.
She hands him a glass of whatever this
beverage, mystery brown beverage.
Then holds her own with two hands.
Yes, the scene
like
then
a little
becomes
tiny
about the
baby.
tea. It's so crazy. So Alex breaks the news that Body and Soul has recast his part, and Stephanie's asking, if Alex is regretting not staying on the show. He assures her acting was just a weird detour in his life, but he is feeling directionless right now. And the underscoring pings on directionless.
I did hear that. That was a little insane. And also, honestly, a little bit too intense for me as a human who might feel directionless.
You're
in this moment of her life.
Is that what it sounds like when I say it?
Yeah, definitely.
So Alex just wants to find his purpose, or at least a job. And that's when Stephanie suggests going back to Titan. Interesting. Because he is a Kyriakis, so Titan is the family business. Speaking of the family business, Xander and Philip revealed to Mr. Shin that Titan Industries is interested in acquiring Demerit Enterprises. The company is not for sale, but they're working on getting enough shareholders on their side to gain majority control for a hostile takeover. This is literally Netflix v. Warner Brothers v. Paramount right now.
Art is a mirror.
Oh
or
my
a hammer
God.
To smash the mirror with.
Oh, how powerful. So Mr. Shin isn't on board, but Philip appeals to the fact that Demerit is in crisis. Their CEO is a psychopath. Kristen recently kidnapped a woman. EJ was involved. There's so many scandals, and no one is taking care of the bottom line.
Ooh.
And if there's two things I've learned about business, it's that we have to be prepared for regulatory hurdles, and we need to be taking care of the bottom line.
Care of the bottom line.
So Shin is skeptical that Titan would be any better. Like, it's not even clear who Victor wanted to be his successor. Like the Kyriakises, Kyriakises,
There it is.
Kyriakises.
The Kyriakises.
Wow, I really confidently said Kyriakises.
And honestly, that's also right, I think.
They have their own that family has their own set of drama. So yeah, Xander agrees. The will and the Victor's will and the letter, they don't make any sense. But Philip and Xander have put aside their differences for the good of the company. This is clearly like the third time we've heard for the good of the company this episode.
Or for the greater good.
For good. Now available in theaters everywhere.
Available in theaters.
NBC Universal also. Wow.
They're actually just referencing Wicked. That's all that's happening.
That's why this episode exists. So Xander explains, he and Philip are this dynamic duo now. This gives Shin pause. He's clearly considering. And Philip really squirms beside Xander as Xander goes, "Are you in or are you out?" And I'm like, okay, so you flew this man from Hong Kong to say, "Are you in or are you out?" That's crazy.
To ask one singular question.
I mean, technically it's two questions because, well, I guess it depends on the punctuation.
But also Mr. Shin goes like, "You've wasted an insurmountable amount of jet fuel." And I went, "Sustainable king."
Sustainable. He said, "Not on my watch. Greta Thunberg will not stand for this. She is coming for your necks."
I am not Miss Swift.
No.
I cannot be
Justify
flying this
this.
private.
No. So now Kat explains to Marlena that she can relate to the agony of not knowing whether a loved one is alive or dead. There was all this drama with her mother, but Kat found her mother. So she encourages Marlena that a miracle could still happen for John.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Marlena knows they've faced worse, but she's worried their luck has run out. And her voice cracks as she says she doesn't know what she'll do if something happened to him. Oh. And these are the moments where I'm like, I don't know if he had already passed, but like he must have already been sick at this point. Like just the way she's playing it is so like...
It's obviously genuinely affecting her.
I know. I love her. Oh my God, it's so sad. So Marlena collects herself. She apologizes for being unprofessional. And Kat's literally just like, "Bitch, we are beyond that. Like, you've been there for me. I'm happy to be there for you." Now, Leo is skeptical about Kat's transformation from grifter to philanthropist. And Chad reminds Leo of the saying about grifters in glass houses because Leo was famously...
I don't think it's grifters specifically.
Well,
I think it's just people in glass houses.
I know. It was wordplay. It was wordplay because Leo is a grifter or was a grifter.
Right.
You didn't need to know that. That was inside baseball. But I struggle with that phrase.
People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
I say, let he who lives in a glass house throw the first stone.
That's wrong.
I know.
Oh.
I know it is. I still say it and think it's fair. Back to this. Leo basically insists that they can't trust someone who would con Chad into marrying him and then put down roots in Salem. And then out of nowhere, Chad is like, "Look, Kat doesn't have feelings for me." Like, it's completely unrelated.
Man, my guy, did you need to get that off your chest?
Leo's just like, "She's shifty." And Chad's like, "She doesn't even like me, okay?" And then Chad insists, everything is strictly professional with them. And Leo goes, "If you say so, Chadwick." And then he reaches and grabs a gigantic donut that was sitting on a tray out of frame and leaves.
Not only leaves, he does like a look back.
Yeah, smirky. Oh,
I took your smirk.
Yeah, I took your donut. What of it?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Back with the Kyriakis boys. While Mr. Shin is considering this Titan offer, Philip is drumming his fingers together like a cartoon menace. Dare I say the Grinch? Shin admits the offer is tantalizing, but he really wouldn't feel comfortable betraying Stefano Demera's daughter. You know, they were friends. Xander and Philip remind Shin that the Demeras have never been loyal to him. EJ sat on evidence for months that would have brought the killer of Shin's son to justice. Dun, dun, dun.
Whoa.
This is drama I kind of skipped over.
I wrote the words, what went down?
Yeah, so I do know Lee Shin was the son of this guy, and he was engaged to Gabby Hernandez.
Okay.
Then her dead husband, Stefan Demera, came back to life. And so she left Lee for Stefan. And there was this whole like back and forth thing. Oh, because Lee kept it a secret that Stefan was actually alive. So then she hated Lee. And so then there was a big drama with them. And then he died, but then he wasn't dead, but then he was actually dead.
Oh my God.
I can't remember how he actually died or who his killer was, but EJ sat on the evidence for months, and we know that from this episode. God, why do I have a podcast about this? I'm like, I don't really know what happened, but I care. So they do more business talk, blah, blah, blah. Shin decides he is in. He needs to get back to the airstrip right away because he has to discuss this with his associates in person. So back to Hong Kong he goes.
After 5 minutes.
So insane. Thankfully, the jet should be refueled by now.
It takes 5 minutes.
It takes 5 minutes. Shin remarks that he's impressed by these brothers and he leaves. And then all of a sudden, Philip and Xander get very bro-y. There's high-fiving. There's nicknames. Yeah. Xander goes, Phil, you knocked that out of the park. And and Philip goes, you were pretty awe-inspiring yourself there, Zan. Like, I just cannot with them. Philip decides he's got to get back to the office to crunch the numbers. The CFO is going to go crazy. It's so funny. And so Xander pours himself a drink and he shares a tender moment with the portrait of his father, including a fantastic ADR moment from behind. It's like the camera is behind Xander while he's looking at the painting. And clearly just from a separate day, it goes, the Demeras won't know what hit them. And I'm just like, great addition. Great work, everybody. Now, Alex is mulling over the possibility of going back to work at Titan when Stephanie gets a text from her mom that she is really struggling to edit the deck. So Stephanie's gonna go
because it's a trifold poster board that she already glued all of her paragraphs onto.
It literally must have been that she dropped off a flash drive with it on. I just want to be like, you could have emailed it to her. So insane.
That would have been worse. These boomers these days.
I can't. Yeah, she can't figure out how to edit it because it's on a CD-ROM.
It's on a floppy disk.
Yeah. So Stephanie's going to leave. She encourages Alex to think about rejoining the family business. Then as she leaves, Alex clearly improvises, tell mom I said hi.
Oh, God.
And then she's fully like out of the room, off mic, off camera.
Off camera.
She goes, I will. Like it's so far. She sounds so far away. She's like,
so bad.
I'll tell her. Yeah, babe.
She literally was like, God fucking I thought we were cut.
It's so funny. I think it's so silly when they do that. Now at the hospital, we're back in the public lobby. They're going to take Joy's sample to the lab. Joy's desperate for it to come back negative. And Sarah gives her the your body, your choice speech, reminding
it's gorgeous.
It is very powerful. We love it. She reminds Joy that no matter what, she has options and she is in charge of what happens next.
Go off.
Sarah is very good and supportive. However, I was so distracted by Joy's beautiful, gorgeous waterfall claw clip situation.
I just didn't say it because I thought that was... She has the claw clip hairstyle of my dreams.
Literally, she has dare I say, the best hair on television.
The best hair on television. I don't
It's
care if it's real or not. It's
no,
beautiful.
it's frankly, its reality is none of my business, but it exists.
Hair
It's
by
like
Chrissy could never.
found dead in a ditch. It's like auburn and it's so long and she's got the curtain bangs. She's
It's
like one
so
of the most
good.
beautiful people I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're 14. You're beautiful.
That's what happens. You have that youthful glow.
Yeah.
But yeah,
or you're pregnant.
I just can't it's like so weird. Her hair is so gorgeous, but she's wearing these overalls and she has like a leather jacket over it.
Which also, she had to give a urine sample while wearing overalls.
Oh, I didn't even think about the implications of that. I didn't
We've
even
all
think about
been
that.
there, girl. I'm sorry for you.
That sucks.
It's the worst.
Okay, we're wrapping up. Kat arrives at the Spectator office. We're wrapping up because people are changing locations.
Yes.
Now, Kat arrives at the Spectator office for her meeting with Chad, but Chad can tell that she's shaken up. Kat doesn't want to speak out of turn, but she knows he and Marlena are close. And Chad's like, oh, yeah, we're family after Marlena was there for me and the kids when we lost Abby. And then Kat cryptically just goes, Chad may need to return the favor because Marlena just got really bad news about her husband. Like, you've given it away.
Yeah, that's not vague or cryptic.
You're not being cryptic at all. You are speaking out of turn. Just because you say, I don't want to speak out of turn, doesn't mean you're not about to speak out of turn.
Do it. Yeah, of course.
If you, yeah. That's just to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, still in her office, Marlena gazes at the framed picture of John, then looks off into the distance, summoning a grand flashback.
When I tell you, Olivia, I scrumped a scream.
Yes. Guys, because this isn't just any old flashback. It's the 80s. We are at like a hazy dock. I have no idea.
Question mark / set of a production of Grease at the local high school.
Yeah, it's like concrete. There's steps. There's so much theatrical haze. There's
it's
water.
Almost giving scaffolding.
Yeah, am I wrong? It's giving West Side Story. Am I wrong that there's a water sound effect? Like there's rushing water?
I think that might have been the dry ice machine that you were hearing.
Maybe I'm hearing it off camera. So young hot John is striding along what I'm going to assume is the dock.
Sure.
Am I crazy or was he really hot?
Oh, hot as hell.
Okay, good. I know
they're both so hot.
They're both so hot. I don't mean to negate anything from Marlena, but like young John had like such a unique look to him.
Yeah.
That works for me.
Very Cheers hair.
Very Cheers. Yes. So he's like hot walking and Marlena appears from the shadow and she cries out, Roman, because this is when they thought he was Roman.
Oh,
that's why. So it's John, but he had his memories wiped and they thought he was Roman Brady. But he wasn't. But that doesn't mean their love was any less real.
Absolutely not.
So John does a double take. He's shocked. She's stepping closer, tears staining her cheeks. She whispers, it's Marlena. And he stares at her for so long. It's
long.
It's like 25 seconds.
It's so long
that he's staring at her. His eyes start watering. I write, this is acting. He trembles.
Some of the best acting I've ever seen.
Yeah. He trembles as he reaches out to touch her face. And when he touches her cheek, he breaks, he cracks, he believes it's her. He goes, oh God, it's you. She throws herself into his arms.
Yes.
And I wrote, Marlena smiles at the memory.
As she should.
An incredible flashback.
As she should.
As one does. She says to herself in her office, I can't count the number of times our love has brought us back together. I hope we get to have it again.
Oh,
so heartbreaking. Oh my God. Now back at the Kyriakis mansion, Xander's making a business call as he is wont to do on a phone with a weird white screen. Like clearly it's one of those like, we're going to put it in post and they never did.
Uh-huh.
Alex meanders into the house, buttoning up the sleeves of his suede overshirt. Like he
Oh, wow.
clearly he wanted like business with his clothes, but he wasn't wearing a
Yeah.
suit. So he's
Yeah.
like
He
playing
needed
with
to
his
find
cuff.
something.
Yeah. Alex gets right down to it. He wants to come back to Titan, and Xander is intrigued.
Ooh.
Now in the Horton Town Square, Philip is weirdly peeking into a pastry box from the bakery, but not opening it all the way. And he's like counting. I don't know what he's doing with the pastry box, but it's specific.
Yeah.
He spots Joy on a bench and he just stops and stares at her like a psychopath and goes, "Cookie."
Oh, I was gonna ask like what the fuck that was.
No, he goes, "Cookie." And she's like, what?" And he's like, "Looks like you need a cookie." And I'm like, "What's going
What?
on?"
Why?
And she's like, "No, thank you."
No, I'm good.
So their backstory, even though we like never really have seen them interact, but she is the younger sister of famed Days of Our Lives character Chloe Lane, who
Okay.
was once engaged to Philip.
Got it.
So they theoretically like knew each other all Joy's childhood because they dated when Chloe and Philip were younger. Chloe with the blue eyes, do you remember her? She was maybe in
Chloe
like,
with
I
the
think she was in the
blue
first episode I did of the podcast. She has piercing blue eyes and jet black hair.
I don't remember.
Okay, never mind. It's not important.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. You just let me down and I'll call Grant and see if he
just
remembers.
Let you down.
I'm kidding. No, so Philip says, you know, he understands that he's not Joy's favorite person because of how things went down with Chloe, but he's known Joy since she was a kid and he'll always be there for her. And Joy goes, "Well, there is one thing." And Philip goes, "Name it."
I did see that.
Literally, it's like
Name it.
he's decided he is the Jim Carrey of Salem.
Yeah.
He's being so name it. And I can't decide if that's just like you're a quirky guy or you
No,
want the
that's not what it
character to
is.
be a quirky guy, or if you just came to work to play. You wanted to put the play back in acting. I don't know
what it is.
I don't know what it is, but it's something.
Yeah.
So Joy is like, "Is Titan hiring?" Dun, dun, dun. So now Alex and Joy are both trying to get jobs at Titan at the same time.
Oh, that's what we were setting up. Got it.
Now, finally, in the hospital lobby, while Sarah's on the phone calling in a personal favor to get Joy's blood test rushed, which is this the dire straits that Salem University Hospital in? You have to put in a personal favor to get a blood test back?
I mean, healthcare these days.
I mean, it's an indictment of the healthcare system.
Exactly.
Stephanie steps off the elevator. She overhears Sarah say, "A pregnancy test, yes. Patient name, Wesley Joy." And Stephanie's shocked. She darts around a corner and she poses like a painting. The light is like so golden on her. And she clutches her chest and she just goes, "Joy?" Cut to black. End of episode.
But she looks direct at the camera.
She gives it directly to
It's
the camera.
direct address. I was like, we are part of this.
I have a screenshot of this.
And I honestly did one of those things where you like move around to see if their eyes follow you. And I was like, yep, it's giving Mona Lisa. The eyes are following me.
She poses and takes her, she is clutching her chest and takes direct to camera.
It's gorgeous. Joy.
It's crazy.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I have no notes on this episode.
That's the end of the episode.
It's delicious. It's delightful. It's lovely.
Oh my God. Okay. Contenders for title of ep. Obviously, there's regulatory hurdles. Obviously, there's for the good of the company.
Yeah, or for good, just in general.
For good in for in parentheses the good in parentheses of the company. That might be it. Oh, wow. Okay, Meredith. I mean, you weren't wrong. A lot happened in this episode.
It was a smash cut central.
It was serrated. It was an emotional roller coaster. We laughed,
Yeah,
we cried. It moved me, Bob. I mean, really, really
gorgeous.
great stuff here. I'm not going to lie, you guys. I am struggling to get excited about a post Body and Soul Days of Our Lives.
I know that was really your sweet spot.
Body and Soul was really important to me.
Yeah.
So I am in mourning for Body and Soul, but this kind of stuff
It's
makes
okay
me
to be in
hopeful.
mourning.
But this episode made me hopeful that we're gonna get to a good place in 2025. Oh, Meredith, thank you so much for going on this journey with me.
It is always a pleasure.
Remind the people where they can find you if you want to be found on the internet.
Do I want to be found?
Some people don't.
Yeah,
Some people don't.
it's just at the girl from Brave, like
Classic.
the Disney animated movie.
Yes.
And on Instagram, and then I don't know what my TikTok handle is because I've made maybe one TikTok.
It's not important. Look for Meredith Casey on TikTok.
Yeah, I don't think my name is Meredith Casey on TikTok, but you can try.
Well, it could be something. It could be something akin to that. Friends, thanks for listening. We may put one more. Why do I keep saying we? It's really just me. This is a one-man band. I may do one more before the end of 2025. I may not. Watch this space. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for listening. If you like the podcast, subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. You can follow the podcast on Instagram at So Are the Days Podcast, or and you can follow me on TikTok at Days of Our Live.
Yes.
And that's our show,
Folks. Stay
Goodbye.
classy, Salem.
Watch out for those regulatory hurdles.
Not the regulatory hurdles.